Are you ready? Let's roll the dice.
Alright, so, where we're at right now, y'all have, rolled up to Draglin on the eve of the annual ball. And y'all have an invitation and a +1. So, your plan at this particular moment, what you've decided to do, is one of you is gonna be the Lady Theona Lylan. The other one is going to be the +1. Ixon is going to be the bodyguard, and Perry is going to be the skirt goblin.
That sounds about right. Yep.
Yeah. When we last left off, y'all had gone into your bartered for, I reckon, hotel room to change for the night. And I would like to know, what is everybody wearing to the ball?
Oh.
Okay, well, I know what I'm wearing.
Doesn't matter what you're wearing. No one's gonna see you.
Nothing.
I'm wearing nothing. No, I'm wearing my,
nothing.
normal roguey garb. I'm not wearing anything fancy. Because I don't have to, because I am small.
I'm wearing the fancy big skirt for the skirt goblin that we have lately.
And, I guess Saoirse, since they're gonna be dressing up as Theona, is doing their best to recreate Theona's style.
Oh my god.
Oh
man.
Yeah, I mean, like, Saoirse is a tiny flat baby, not a baby, but like they're definitely dressing up like your big titty goth GF.
Okay, I have a question. For Saoirse. Are you casting any kind of like illusion cantrip on yourself to enhance your like 90s Theona garb?
Yeah. Yes.
You casting disguise self?
Why?
Yeah, I'm casting disguise self, but also, yeah. So, but it is a formal event. So, Saoirse's taken some clues from that 90s aesthetic, and it's a halter top, and it has a choker necklace.
Beautiful.
And the hair is like very tightly pulled back and like put into a bunch of little tiny buns that like, and there's a lot of butterfly clips.
Can I just point out that everything that was in fashion like that when we were kiddos is like now definitely in again.
It's terrifying.
Full circle.
It's fashion circles, my dude. Look it up. It's a very like a pattern. TM. A very interesting pattern and color choices going on.
TM.
Beautiful.
Trademarked.
So what I'm getting is Saoirse is casting disguise self to look like Theona. Which is funny because Theona is definitely taller than you anyway. You can be up to 1 foot taller, but she's still definitely too short. And Ixon, what are you doing anything in particular, or are you just gonna roll up there like this is what I wear all the time?
Well, I have the new pauldron with some crest on it, so that's gonna get like nice and buffed so that it's shiny and distracting. But I'm really just gonna wear the chainmail that I normally wear, and I am going to flaunt my new sword rather than my traditional sword so that it looks a little bit more like a decorative piece than necessarily like a functional piece, because I'm supposed to be a guard, not necessarily like in for the kill. So I'm flaunting more than I am like trying on new clothes.
We're all peacocking.
Wait, are you wearing are you wearing Perry's sword? Wait, I'm sorry. Or did you get a new sword? Okay.
No, the sword that Perry gave me as a gift.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, I don't remember you getting another new sword besides the other sword. Wait, okay. I'm sorry, I'm clear.
Do you have other people giving you swords?
Gosh!
You're sword cheating.
You are cheating on the sword. That was my mother's sword. I am offended. I'm sorry. Okay, bye.
The party begins at sundown. So as the sun is going down, the four of you approach the big stone manor house. So we have a disguised Saoirse, looking more or less like Theana Lylan, if a little bit shorter.
I have heels on, definitely.
Yeah, with heels on. Looking very, very 90s, butterfly clips and all, with her beautiful +1 question mark. No one's really sure if they're dating or what
It's
the
a
deal
thing.
is. But there is a beautiful half elf by her side with a giant skirt reminiscent of something out of Gone with the Wind.
Beautiful.
And if it rustles in places where it's not supposed to rustle, then she is quick to distract the person looking.
Ain't nobody know what I got on under there.
Yeah, she's quick to distract. Perry, it's not like you're lacking for room under there, but it's hot. And yeah, this is
Sorry.
this is not the best adventure so far for Perry. And then Ixen, looking very intimidating, very professional, in chainmail and a shiny new pauldron and incredibly interesting looking sword. So y'all cut quite the dashing figure as you roll up to the courtyard of the manor house. Supposedly the party is supposed to start at sundown, but it seems to be pretty lit when you get there. So
It's lit.
yeah,
it's
it's
Okay,
it's been going for a minute from before y'all got there, and there's a guard outside the gate, kind of checking off people on the guest list and all this sort of thing. And the gate is like a little half closed, and through the crack you can see, tons of people moving around and lights and shiny things, and it looks really cool in there. So there's one guard at the gate checking invitations.
Before we get up to that, I want to just really quickly go to everyone, because it's been a couple weeks since we recorded, and Lou is being forgetful, but Saoirse is being careful, because Saoirse definitely knows what she's doing, and she's just gonna kind of harshly look at everyone and be like, all right, so let's just go over the plan one more time, and we should also kind of have a backup plan if things go to shit.
I'm the backup plan.
no,
I don't think that's a good idea. This is a very powerful necromancer in her own home with tons of people around, and it seems like the people like her, whether or not that's a spell thing. I do think that maybe we shouldn't fight if it comes down to that. We should kind of just run and try to get it another day.
I peek out from underneath the skirt, and I'm like, no, Ixen, don't punch anybody.
That's the number one plan, but the second plan, the backup plan, is I'm gonna be ready.
Not a good idea.
No.
Well, definitely be ready.
All right,
Just
everybody try to stay a little bit quieter.
Yes.
We want to make sure nobody can overhear us who's walking into the party.
Okay, all right.
So,
Okay, I have an out of character question. I'm sorry. Am I walking underneath your skirt, or am I attached to you? Am I just clinging onto your leg? Cause
well, up to you. Do you want? You can if you want. I mean, you do what you gotta do.
because I have little legs. So, me walking at your speed, and you are, twice my size, is, probably not a good idea.
Yeah, we probably strapped you onto one of my legs.
Okay.
This is
You're
good.
hanging on my thigh, this is fun.
This is fine. This is fine.
It's a parry gun! It's a parry gun!
So are we clear on the plan? Which is
Yes.
that y'all do not have one.
Are we?
We don't have a plan.
We had one, and now I forget.
Our plan was to get in. We didn't actually have a plan for once we get
No.
there.
Yeah, we were.
We didn't.
We were
Okay.
getting. Okay, so
No, okay, here's my thought out of character, is that that is
Okay.
so in character for all of us to not have a plan when we get in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I
Oh,
think we
yeah.
should just continue rolling with that.
But out of character, the plan is find the necromancer, get the card. Obviously.
Well,
No,
Yeah.
find the card. We don't need to find the necromancer.
So after we found out the information in our room while we were getting ready, because I had taken out parchment and a pen and ink before, I sketch out a makeshift map of the interior based on what we've heard.
Okay.
Just so that we have some kind of reference. And it's like rolled up and stuck in my corset. All right, so back in character. Okay, guys, remember, we're going to act like we're supposed to be here, which we are.
I'm not.
Shh. Perry, shh.
Get inside. We'll find an area where we can talk in silence and then go from there. We should probably divide up potentially and search every area that we think it might be in based on the map I've drawn out.
Okay, but I maybe 2 and 2 instead of like completely alone.
Agreed.
Just because going alone just doesn't seem like a great idea.
I think
Agreed.
I think Tiana would probably go with her bodyguard, right? Because I'm
Yeah.
already attached
That-
under here. So
That makes sense. All right.
Me and my skirt goblin will go.
All right. Okay, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit worried about trying to pull off Theana in front of her friends.
Don't worry, we have faith in you, darling.
Saoirse.
It's kind of like lying, but it's not.
oh god.
What? Okay, don't speak. I will speak for you, and we will come up with a reason why you're not talking fairly easily.
She has laryngitis.
Done. Let's do it. Don't.
They might be
don't-
suspicious of that.
Okay, no, you know what? I've got it. You're just upset. You're mad. And I'm gonna speak for you. So, just follow my lead. I've got this.
Just
all
nod
right.
your head. That's all you have to do, Saoirse. Just nod your head.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just start now, alright? Saoirse, start now.
And
Alright.
Saoirse's absolutely just like holding their breath, like just like
That's good. That's
God
good.
damn it! Breathe, though!
Ah.
Ardra just like pats her on the back, like, welcome.
Alright, Saoirse, we're gonna practice this. Ready? Okay, Perry, ask Saoirse a question.
From under the skirt.
Okay. So, Tiana, it is so nice to see you tonight. What do you think of my party tonight?
And I just sort of like stand there and cross my arms and look up and disinterested.
Good. All right.
Good.
And that's what we need. And then if anything further happens, I will be like, her necromancy does not wish to speak with you today.
I don't.
Don't say her necromancer. I don't think that's the
I
right
mean,
title.
she called herself like a dream lord, right?
Done. Her lordship does not wish to speak with you,
My liege.
my liege.
The appropriate
Y'all.
gender neutral term.
Okay.
My liege would
All
not
right.
wish to speak with
All
you.
right,
please.
are we ready, guys?
I think so. All right.
All right, we can do it, guys. We just have to get in.
Okay. No talking, and if I do talk, not an Irish accent. Okay.
Okay, wait. Say, do you need to practice not Irish accents? Wait. No, wait.
Oh, Perry, we got it.
Wait,
We've got
no,
it.
but, like that is true. Just in case I do have to say something.
What
What did she sound like?
She sounded like a bitch.
Is that the best you can do? Is that right? Is that what she sounded like? She was like, I do this for fun. Right? That's sort of what she sounded like.
I wouldn't know.
I think that was pretty good, wasn't it?
It sounded different from Saoirse. So
Let's use that as a last resort, please and thank you.
All right. Okay.
I'm
we go.
I'm cackling under the skirt, and I'm trying to hush myself so that like Ardra's skirt is not laughing as we like walk into the
I just
fight.
like whack my thigh, which is Perry.
Oh God.
Oh my right.
Oh god, this episode is gonna be so good.
Let's fucking
Here
do
we
this,
go.
squad.
Squad.
All right, so we're walking up to the door with Saoirse leading with her bodyguard,
Yes.
and I'm right next to her.
Yes.
So the guard at the gate, he's an older human gentleman, kind of tall, kind of muscly. Looks like he's been in a couple fights before, and he talks very loud for like no freaking reason. So he's just like, I was wondering when y'all were gonna come over here. Are you ready to come in the party now?
And I just sort of glare at him.
We are ready. We're ready. We're here. Here we go. I would like to roll a charisma check. I would like to kind of do the hey buddy, we're relating because we're both in positions of like servitude. And then after that whole like conversation, I want to hand over the ticket, or like not a conversation, but like bonding moment. I want to hand over
Yeah.
the ticket.
Roll it.
So
Rolly.
22.
Holy
It's a natty.
Yeah.
This man is your best friend. So what does that sound like?
Okay, so
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So
It's
I'm
gonna
like,
be my night.
I'm like, yeah, we're all sorry about that wait. We were just, you know how they are, you know how the like upper classes. So we're ready to go in.
He like nods his head and rolls his eyes and leans in like he's gonna whisper, and then does not lower the volume whatsoever. It's like, tell me about it. They take forever to do anything.
And I just glare.
Ardra goes,
Yeah, now we gotta go in. Sorry, now we gotta go. I'm so glad, like, you look like you've been doing your best out here. Good job, man. Here's our ticket to get in. I'm so excited to stand around for the rest of the evening. How about you?
I know. I can't wait till I can get in the party. Oh, hey, wait a minute. This is the Lady Lylan +1, and there's 3 of you.
Listen, you know how it is. We don't really count. I really hate that I don't count, but I'm not partying. You know how it is.
my friend has just decided that she must have her personal guard this evening.
And I stand there and I like look up and just down and sort of.
Well, normally I shouldn't let you do this because it's going to throw off the guest list and the food count and everything, but you seem like real nice people, and I totally get where you're coming from, my dragonborn buddy. So like, I think I'll let it slide for this one time. But hey, if you see the lady, don't tell her about it, okay?
Oh, well, don't even worry. I'm not
Will do, sir.
eating any of the food, if you know what I mean.
I hear that for sure. Well, y'all go on in. You have a nice night. I'll see you around, okay?
Thank you, you too.
So, Maya pushes open the gates for you, and you walk through. And once y'all get inside, the scene that greets you is like nothing that you have ever seen. I can probably show it to you if I can figure out how to undo
Maybe.
what I did.
Describe it with your words,
Maybe show it
wordsmith.
to you.
I am, but I also want to
Wow.
show you this really
Whoa.
crappy graphic that I've made for you.
Oh my goodness. I
Wow.
love the awkward ladies with very big boobs. Oh
There were
my.
I could not find any more tokens. Like, I was like, okay, this is fine. These look like people.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
all right.
They look like
Wow.
barbarian
Not any
ladies.
people I've ever met.
You've never met people with tits before?
No.
I mean,
yeah.
not with those humdingers. They're like going off in opposite directions too.
It's a corset. Have you ever seen someone in a corset?
I mean, in a corset, they're usually smashed together, and I know because I've worn quite a few in my day.
That's fair.
Once you get inside, it's like nothing you've ever seen in your life. It is the most opulent shit that you have ever seen. The ball's theme this year is all gold everything. And everything is indeed all gold. Everything is plated in gold. The dancers are painted with gold. Everyone is wearing gold bangles and gold cloth. The fountains in the middle are running with some kind of golden something, but it looks like tasteful. It doesn't look weird and gross.
Is 24K by Bruno Mars playing right now?
It is. The drink table has white wine and some kind of like sparkling golden liqueur. And
Champagne.
Perry, even the food is gold.
But Perry can't see any of it because
Ah!
They got golden apples. They got these expensive tacos with the gold foil on top, and they got those sweet, sweet golden potatoes.
No. Somebody grab me potato. This is out of character. Somebody please grab Perry potatoes, or she will be upset with all of you.
My lady, why
Yes.
are you shoving the fries down your dress?
It's fashion.
Bye.
Look it up.
I can just picture everybody's jaw just dropped and our eyes are wide, and then we're all like, oh wait, we're supposed to act like we are supposed to be here.
So there's about 40 or so people kind of milling around. The guests are mostly humans and half elves, although there are a lot of different races represented. There are some people there that you may have never seen anything like them before. Everyone's laughing, everyone's having a great time, and kind of partying out in 4 basic areas. In the southeast corner, which is down to Ixon's right there, that is the wrong corner. Ah, well. In the southeast corner are a group of folks that are just kind of standing around talking, just kind of socializing. In the northeast corner, there's a big drink table, and there's a couple folks there that are clustered around the punch bowls and kind of gossiping with each other. And there's a bartender who's like super busy and not having time for anybody's shit right now. The southwest corner is a group of people watching some dancers on a stage. Every so often, somebody gets really loud over there when somebody does something particularly acrobatic. And the northwest corner has a banquet table full of food. And it can be assumed that the actual dinner is still to come, but you could probably live for a week off of the appetizers on this table alone.
Jeez.
Wow.
So, Saoirse being fucking poor growing up, is absolutely trying to contain their holy shit rich people looks, because they obviously should know what this looks like as Theana, but it is definitely surprising.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also forgot to mention, like, straight across the courtyard is the entrance to the manor house itself.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have 4 basic quadrants, and then the entrance to the manor house, which is across the way.
Okay.
I'm following y'all, so
You're following me.
yeah. Freaking, I'm not going anywhere.
Ardra just kind of surveys the entire area, and her, like, hunter instincts are kind of kicking in, and she immediately spots the entrance to the manor and then just starts walking towards it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, should we find our one person who's our in here? Like, we've got a person that could help us. Where's Carter? We need to find Carter.
Ardra turns and kind of walks back up to Ixon and to Saoirse and just kind of whispers, I'm gonna go into the house with Perry. You guys stay here and keep an eye out.
Okay.
Alright.
And then you just hear a muffled, you wanna do something like beneath it.
All right. So we're splitting the party. Historically, that's a good idea. What are we doing?
Okay, so I start walking to the door on my way there. Ardra grabs a handful of fries and just kind of nom nom nom. And then she gets to the door and she kind of looks around to make sure nobody's watching. And then she's gonna slip in, and I feel like I should roll something. No, I can't find my
Stealth.
Here we go. Yeah, I was
Stealthy
gonna say
stealth.
I'm gonna roll stealth. Yeah.
Wait, does Perry need to roll stealth as well as I'm hiding?
No,
Or no?
Perry's the epitome of stealth right now.
Ayo.
He lives there.
Hey, I think I just rolled.
Yeah. Okay, that's an 8 on stealth. Okay, so Ardra walks over to the staircase leading up to the house and is like really trying to be stealthy, and normally Ardra's really good at being stealthy because that's kind of their whole thing, but
Yeah.
Ardra's wearing a skirt that's twice as big as they normally are, so
She's not used to it.
yeah, it's
With
not
also
it's
a
not
human, like, attached to her leg.
Good. There's a halfling attached to her leg.
A
but,
halfling. I'm sorry. I apologize to my own race.
There's a tabaxi over there next to the stairs, kind of looking like he wants to be anywhere but there. And he sees you going in the house, and he's like, "You're already going in the house, huh? That's brave. Good luck with that one. I'm gonna stay out here." So, like, people definitely see you, but nobody really says shit, because, like, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. Okay, she just kind of, like, smiles like, oh, okay. And then just
Okay, so how are we doing this?
Alright, so one of my new cantrips is message, which is amazing. It allows me to send a one-sentence thought to someone, and they can reply to that one time. And it's a cantrip, so I can fucking spam that shit.
Nice.
So I will send them a preemptive message. Be like, if you need anything, accidentally break a glass? Or what should be our code? What should be our code that something shit's gone wrong?
I want to reply with something, but I only get one reply.
Well, I can send another message if you like have.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, wouldn't that then draw too much attention to us?
Depends
if we're
on
in
the
trouble?
situation. That definitely
Okay.
depends on the situation. I guess more of like a I need to socially get out of this talking situation. That will be more of a glass drop or pretend you're drunk kind of thing.
Okay.
Versus if shit goes wrong, like fighty wise, or someone figures out that we're not supposed to be here, we need an entirely different type of thing we can do. Perry and do you guys have any I can't remember if you guys can do any spells or not.
I can do spells.
I'm
I'm
a spell.
a spell speller now. I can do the spell thing.
What's something that you can do, either a cantrip or a spell? Probably a cantrip because that'd be easier.
Un momento.
I can make light appear.
Okay.
I have poison spray, mage hand, and chill touch as my cantrips.
Okay.
I have light and guidance as mine.
I have a question for the DM. What's the ceiling situation like?
Oh, good lord.
In the courtyard or the manor house?
In the courtyard so far.
There is no ceiling in the courtyard.
Beautiful.
It's open air.
And in the manor?
Manor house ceilings are about, in the main hall, which is the only place you're going to get to, is about 20 feet.
Okay. So, if we are in very big trouble and we can't say anything, project the image of another star next to Polaris.
Got it.
And it'll look like there's a second star to the right, but no one else will look at that, and it's really only something if you're looking for it, you'll see it, and it's a good way to do it.
I send back. Okay, got it.
Okay, and I'll do the same thing, but I'll do mine to the left, just in case. I don't think it would really make a difference, but yes. All right, I can also message you, so that doesn't matter either. Okay, yes. All right, good luck. I believe in you guys.
too.
I'm gonna send a message to Perry. I love you, Perry. Be good.
I love you too.
Be safe.
Are there fries out there, guys? Are there fries?
I'll get you a freaking fry.
Oh, good. Thank you.
So in the interim of this conversation, which is great, by the way, this is what it looks like. So the Lady Theona Lylan and her Dragonborn bodyguard are just kind of vaguely standing next to a fountain, looking off into the distance. And the Lady Theona's +1 with the suspicious skirt is just kind of standing at the top of the staircase, also staring into the distance. It looks like something out of a romance movie, except for, like, nobody knows who they are, so it's not really romantic. But that tabaxi that saw you earlier is also super looking at you. He's not really having the best night, so he's trying to distract himself with anything else.
Can I roll charisma to try to kind of just like charm him and be like,
Sure.
I'm a bit. Okay.
Please. Okay.
I mean, it could be worse.
It turned up for me blank for a minute, and I was like, all right, there's nothing.
Okay, it is a 12.
That is a pass.
Alrighty, so what's that look like? What you saying?
I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, I had so much wine before the party, and I'm just so in awe of the decorations, I had to just take it in for a moment. I hope you have a really good night, sir. And or madam.
And he's like, so far, not great, but yeah, I can see how this would be impressive to somebody who's not been around, I guess. But yeah, sure, I'm glad you're having a good night. I hope you continue to have a good night. I'll just be over here, I guess. Go in the house!
I hope your night gets better. Would you like my fries I grabbed? And I extend my hand out with the fries that were meant for Perry.
I slap Ardra in the leg.
And I grunt. Ugh.
So he takes the fries out of your hand, like, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye!
Alright, so now Ardra and Perry are going in the house, and Saoirse and Ixon are not, so how do we want to do this? I didn't plan for y'all to split them up.
So we can act like these things are kind of happening simultaneously. We can assume that, but we can do them sequentially. Okay, so flashback to the scene where Saoirse and Ixon are.
Insert crinkle tinkles.
Insert crinkle tinkles. So since I can't talk as Theana, I'm just gonna continue sending messages. Spamming the shit out of that. So, like,
You're, just telekinetically texting us.
yeah, that's pretty much what's going on.
Telepathically, the other one.
Okay, so I go to a message to Ixon. I'm like, all right, so we should definitely try to find Carter.
That's exactly what happens.
How are you doing that with your mind?
I'm sorry, this is a new power. I should have warned you about this before.
You're in my head zone. I don't know if I like this.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm learning how to do new things, and I should have tested it before, but I didn't, and that is my fault. I am sorry about that. However, we do need to find Carter. Where should we look first?
Well, maybe, shoot, we didn't think this far in advance.
No, we didn't.
And so I turn to, is there someone near me? Is there someone near me?
Oh yeah, there's people everywhere.
Okay,
There's
so I
some
turn
boobies to your right.
Jesus.
I turn to the nearest person, and I'm like, hey, do you know where, Carter is? Like super conversational, like, I know this person knows Carter, do you want me to roll?
I know this person knows Carter, don't worry about it. Everybody knows that guy.
Even if they don't, like, have you ever had, like, someone come up to you that, like, they think they know you, but you don't know them, and they're like, hey, how's it been? How's it going? And you're like,
yeah.
Great. Like, you're like, do I know this person? Like, I'm doing this on purpose. So it's like, there's that moment of, like, you have to immediately respond because this person thinks they know you.
Yeah.
Hey, you!
So, do you want me to roll anything for that one?
Yes, please. Roll, I don't know, what do you think that should be? Charisma?
Charisma
Probably.
or
Yeah.
Persuasion? Those are the two I would say.
Persuasion. Which do you have a higher stat in?
They're the same. It's both charisma.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, just roll a charisma check, because you're trying to, like, charm this fellow into thinking that you know him.
Okay, here we go. Ah, that's a 10.
Okay. Well, so the fellow so you turn around to the group of people to your right, and you just kind of grab onto the first friendly face that you see, which happens to be another Dragonborn.
Oh.
So you turn around to him and you just kind of conversationally go, hey, you know where Carter is? And he looks at you really funny for a minute because, like, should I know who Carter is? And he's like, no, I have no idea who that is.
Oh, sorry. I totally thought, like, everyone knew him. He was doing this whole, like, you know how when people are like, everybody knows me. I thought he meant that literally. I apologize for that.
No, it's cool. I'm not from here, so that's, just because everyone knows him doesn't mean I know anything. But I totally get it. It's fine.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Hey, I mean, we're not really from around here either. How you like the place?
So far, so good. I rolled into town. I got to see my girlfriend and got invited to, like, a really rad party. So this is good for me so far.
That sounds awesome. Have you seen anyone that, like, might know a local?
Well, let's see. My girlfriend lives here. Froinia! Come here! Her name is Froinia, and she comes over, and she's a half elf, and she's pretty. She's looking good. She's stacked though. Like, she's pretty, but she's stacked, so she looks like she could probably take you, Ixon. She comes over and he's like, "Hey, you know some guy named Carter?" She's like, and she has this really, like, high pitched voice for her build. So she's like, "Of course, everyone knows Carter." He hangs around at the inn all the time. He's over there next to the dancers.
Nice. Oh, man, I totally didn't even notice him. I'm so sorry to bother. Hope y'all have a good time. You seem like you're having a good time. Your boyfriend, seems like, enjoying the local life.
I wish he'd enjoy it more, if you know what I mean.
Oh, good luck on that one. Wish you well. We're gonna go now. And I just, like, drag Sayersha, like, away. And I know that Sayersha's blushing.
I'm crying. It's fine.
he was really hoping to get, like, talk with another dragonborn somewhere. So he's like, "Okay, see you later, I guess. Bye."
Oh, jeez.
So, do you want me to roll, like, perception for if I see Carter?
Yeah, that would be good. That would be a good thing to do.
We did ask
Let's
for
do
more
that.
rolls, so
Let's
you know.
do that one. I rolled a 14.
So you percept the crowd, and you check it out, and Carter's not particularly tall, but he is standing next to the stage, being a nuisance. So you spot him pretty readily. The dancers, it's a traveling troupe of dancers. The center stage act at the moment is a tiefling woman and her human companion doing, like, a tag team juggling act, and Carter's already, like, real sloshed, so he is loving this so much.
He's living for it.
Yes, he is. This is the most impressive thing he's ever seen in his short life. So yeah, Carter's up next to the stage, like,
Okay. So I go up to him, and I'm gonna. Oh man, I'm just gonna roll charisma. I'm just gonna do it. The only reason I hesitated is because when people are drunk, you can usually get a lot more out of them. But I do want him to, like, see me as a friendly face, since technically Sayersha is not looking like Sayersha. I'm the only friendly face around. So I'm gonna roll. That's an 11. Where did this? Aw, I was doing so good.
I know. Maybe you should use your real dice from
Maybe I
tabletoploot.com.
I will give you advantage on that because he's drunk.
Okay, let's try again.
So-
Nope,
so-
I got an 11 again.
Wow.
That's it. There we go.
This is
So,
what it is.
Well done. Well done.
So I'm gonna use the fact that he's drunk to cover the fact that I forget what he sounds like.
Oh my god.
Oh man, but so Ixon comes up to Carter and just kind of, like, taps him on the shoulder, like, "Hey, bro," and he turns around, like, really comically hard. "Hey, man, how are you? What are you doing here? I didn't know you got an invitation."
I found someone. I'm their +1 because I've got such a cute face and great muscles.
You're so right. You so do. You could be my +1.
Well, then why wasn't I? What happened there?
Doesn't Carter have a girlfriend?
Oh my goodness.
Because I asked my girlfriend to come and she said no.
well, I'm sorry that was too late for us to cross paths. Hey,
there's still time, the night's young.
Before we
I'm
get...
young, we're young together.
I'm not caught up to you yet. I haven't even started. Hey, so... Do you happen to know, like, anything about this necromancer and, like, any of her, like, important... Does she put anything on display? Like a cool, I don't know, card?
That would be a weird thing to display, like, but there's a whole deck, and which one card would be weird, unless you, like, won it in a card game a long time ago and it was really special to you.
Yeah, I mean, who the heck knows?
But no, Selena was very, very simple life. The only thing she puts on display is her wife, because her wife is amazing.
Wait a second.
Cool.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, we know.
I cast locate object.
The thing about locate object is that you have to have seen it up close.
You have to have. I can't like just know like.
Don't we know what the
like,
back of the cards look like?
Yeah.
Describe or name an object that's familiar to you. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you've seen it up close.
We know what the back of the cards look
sorry,
like.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Let me continue reading. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind. How about reading comprehension? That's something that you need. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Is the real fast question, is the card imbued with any form of magic?
Yeah.
I assume it is, but I just
super
want to
magic-y.
Yeah, it's magical of
Okay.
some sort, but y'all don't know what it does, and you won't until you pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to know if it was magic, because
Yeah.
I have a idea, but it is not my turn. Please proceed.
Yes, no, yeah. So
Yeah,
as Ixon is interrogating Carter, and Carter is half-assedly flirting.
Also, I mean, I feel like Sayersha's just like a little bit like, oh, okay, at this, just a little bit. They're like they don't fully understand why yet, but they're just like, this makes me feel things sad. I think.
So this whole last adventure, Ixon has been like, shoot him up, punch him up, I'm gonna protect everybody, and suddenly, somehow, on this adventure, Ixon has become this, like, suave person who can talk their way through anything, and it's causing feelings in a lot of areas. But, as they're having this weird exchange, Sayersha apparently casts, locate object, and...
I have a question. Hey, Lou, how does this look? Did you just suddenly, like throw out your arms? Is it subtle? Is it big?
It's very subtle. Because
Okay.
I have the cloak on that like drapes
Okay.
to the floor. I think Sayersha just has their wand kind of underneath it, and they just kind of like swish and flick right underneath without like doing much movement, and just kind of like, huh.
So, as this is occurring, Sayersha casts, locate object. I keep hesitating because I want to make sure I say the right spell. Casts locate object, and definitely immediately knows that the card is inside the manor house, and I'm very much assuming that if Sayersha followed that, then they would find something a little bit more specific than in the manor house.
Yeah. And it lasts up to 10 minutes. I still have one more spell slot of that tier, so if I needed to, I could cast it again. But we could just go straight at it, or we could kind of like survey what's going on in the area.
I mean, you could always kind of send a message to me.
Absolutely.
if you
So I'll
can
probably
find
do
out
that as
what
soon as I
room.
realize.
See, I have detect magic, which makes like an aura glow around any magical object within like 30 feet of me.
Yeah.
And it lets me find out what school of magic in particular the item is from.
Super.
So if
useful.
you can find a room, I can probably find where the card is exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so I send the message to her, and with the general feeling of where I got the feeling of where the card is.
So in the manor.
In the manor. Saoirse's actually going to tap on Ixen's shoulder and go, I'm bored. Please take me somewhere else.
Yes, the lordship. Hey, Carter. Good times. So glad to see you. But my +1 has, some issues, if you know what I mean. So we gotta hightail it for a hot second. Just a minute. We'll be back.
You're not leaving already? No, don't leave already, no.
We're not
The
leaving.
powerful necromancer, Lady Theana, has IBS.
Oh, man.
We're not leaving. We're not leaving. We have to go. We have to just go and then come back. I'll be back. I'll be back. And then I punch him on the shoulder to be like, yo, bro, we'll be back. I'm actually gonna roll a strength check because I want to see how hard it hurts this drunk man.
Man.
Oh my god.
It's a 10, so not too bad.
So you kind of buddy pop Carter on the shoulder, and he goes, well, you say I'll be back, and he goes, I'm counting the minutes, and then you pop him on the shoulder, and it kind of turns around a little bit to where he sees the stage again, and he goes, jugglers.
Hey kids, welcome to my arcade. You can play that one game of Pack-a-Dude. Hello and welcome to the commercial area for No Dice. Thank you so much for listening to episode 12. We're chugging along. Thank you to our guest player Alaina for being part of this. You can follow Alaina on Instagram at Alaina Minichiello, ALAINA and on Twitter at AS Minichiello, Minichiello. I want you to be able to follow her on the social medias. The music this episode is Bushwick Tarantella by Kevin MacLeod and Agents Against Force by David Bosket. I realize that I've never shouted out our intro music, which is Take a Chance by Kevin MacLeod. No Dice is sponsored by Tabletop Loot. We love Tabletop Loot, and I highly encourage you to follow Tabletop Loot on their social media, especially on Twitter, because they are constantly doing giveaways and discount codes. And if you ever wanted dice for any of your tabletop RPG games, or just to always roll a critical success whenever you're feeling down, I would suggest following Tabletop Loot. And you can use the code NODICE15 to get 15% off of your order. So just because we here at No Dice don't roll any real dice, which really isn't true, we roll Tabletop Loot dice, it doesn't mean you have to be without any of your dice. So go on over to tabletoploot.com. No Dice is also sponsored by Film and Her. Film and Her is a touring film showcase dedicated to supporting emerging women in film. If you're interested in viewing short films created by talented animators, directors, editors, cinematographers, producers, and writers, you can go to filmandher.com/tour to see dates and locations of the East Coast tour. If you're interested in bringing the showcase to your community, you can contact Film and Her. No Dice is a proud member of the Pocket Podcast Network, a network dedicated to bringing quality shows right to your pocket. You can find great shows on the network like Time Zones Are Hard, Bad Dinner Party, Avocado Toast, and of course, No Dice. If you want to support the show No Dice, if you want to support the network, you can do so by going to pocketpodcastnetwork.com/donate. You can find a couple options there. You can become a monthly supporter. You can do a one-time donation. Of course, don't forget you can purchase a pocket note, which is a personal message to be read on the show. We would love to hear your personal notes, and that way you can support us and continue keeping this show afloat. Don't forget you can review us on iTunes. Any review on iTunes really, really, really helps us. It shows other people that you like what we're doing. I'm actually on iTunes right now, and I'm looking at our reviews, and some of our reviews say it's an easy and fun listen. Thank you. I can't wait to continue listening to them. Well, I am so glad you're here. I'm so glad you've continued listening to it. And please go on to iTunes and just let us know what you think. Of course, another way to really share the love is by word of mouth. Tell your mom, tell your friends, tell your professors. Be like, hey, sir. Hey, Professor, I know I didn't do the homework. However, have you listened to No Dice? Please don't do that. I actually advocate for doing your homework, please and thank you. That's a really big supporter and kind of helps us get the word out there, is other people telling us they genuinely, telling other people that you genuinely love what we're doing. Of course, if you don't feel like telling your professor, you can always tweet about it using the hashtag #NoDicePodcast. We see all of your tweets, even if you think that we don't see them with the hashtag. I promise we see them, and we love them so much. And if you tweet about the show using the hashtag, you have a possibility of becoming an NPC, because we need NPC names. Daniel keeps making so many NPCs, and I don't blame her, because I love meeting the new NPCs. As a person and as a Dragonborn. I want to thank the listeners that are the NPCs for this episode. Maya, who is named after Jeremiah Dixon, and of course Carter, who's named after Chris Carter, and they are the duo from Double Blanks Gaming. So thank you guys for listening, and we hope that you enjoyed your NPC cameos. Once again, thank you so much for listening. The next episode of No Dice will be out on February 23rd. We are whizzing through February, and I will let you get back into the heist.
Ardra and Perry end up in the manor house, in the main hall. So the front hall of the Cameral Manor House is very, very big, with really high ceilings and crystal chandeliers and marble floors. This is not what the graphic looks like, but let me paint you a picture with my words. So straight back from the main entrance that you came in is a little door that's probably a servant's door. Off to your right, there's a huge banquet hall that's set up with all kinds of tables, and people are bringing food in, and it looks really busy in there, which is presumably where the actual dinner's going to be. Off to your left, there's a door that's cracked open slightly that has like a drawing room behind it. There's a grand staircase, on one on either wall that comes down and climbs up to a balcony onto the second floor. And so as y'all come in and like cruise, so this woman appears at the top of the staircase. And she's a slender woman with curly red hair, and she comes flying down from the second floor. She's got a beautiful blue dress on. Her face is covered in freckles and very, very upset because she catches the two of you in the front hallway, and she goes, "What are you doing in here? No one is supposed to be inside yet." And this is Tobit Cameral, the wife of the necromancer Solemla Cameral.
Bye! Bye!
And she's not happy that you have come into the house before it is time.
Oh, my faves. My lovely, lovely faves.
Okay, well.
Light of my lives. Toby and Salem, light of my lives. I love them so much.
So right away, I walk up to her and I say, "I'm so sorry, we just were exploring. We can leave if you'd like us to."
Yeah, I'd like you to. You'll be invited in later, but, now is not the time. We're not even set up yet. Who told you could be in here? Who are you, even? I was pretty sure you're not on the guest list. I personally reviewed everyone, and I don't remember anyone that looks like that.
The shade.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Oh, shoot dang.
They actually look a lot alike, so, I don't really know where Tobit gets off saying this shit, but Tobit is also a half-elf, so.
I know, I was kind of like, aren't we basically twins?
Yeah, they're basically the same person, but...
Okay, question is there anyone else in there except for just her
No,
at all?
it's just you. And like in the banquet hall, there's like servants running around setting tables and things, but they're off back in there, and they're not really paying attention to you guys. Because like Tobit's always yelling about something, so it's not really like a thing that she's screeching.
I'm gonna walk up to her and pretend to be apologetic, and then try to knock her out.
I knew you were gonna do that. Okay, sure.
Sorry, guys, but I'm gonna knock her out, but like in a nice way, and I'll heal her later.
Wait,
I'm not
hold
gonna
on.
be that person.
Hold on a minute. Wait. Before you do that.
I mean, if you have a better solution, help
I
Perry,
don't think we
because
should
all I can think
punch
of
the
is to knock her out.
I don't think we should punch the necromancer's wife in the face.
I wasn't gonna punch her in the face. I was gonna want to do one of those, like, pressure point things.
There's like no way to come back from that if you fail. That's the problem.
Right, I know.
I know.
I wish I could send secret messages to you.
Well, I have some rope.
No, that's not better. You don't have any super secret, like, spells where you can hear me whispering, do you?
I mean, I can detect other people's thoughts, so... I mean, the only thing is, Ardra... Okay, well, she would look at Perry's face to kind of see if Perry knows anything about this woman.
Yeah, but can you see me? Are you, like, looking down your skirt?
Well, are you still under my skirt? I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm still under your skirt. I'm still hiding.
You're still under my skirt?
Yeah.
Okay, so then in that case, I forgot I didn't realize you were still under my skirt.
There,
okay,
happy.
So
Is that better?
Scratch everything I just said. So Ardra immediately uses Detect Thoughts on Perry to see what Perry's thinking in case Perry has recognized this woman's voice.
Okay. I don't know who this person is, but if you get me close to her, like, I have this cool, like, thing. It was a great Festivus present from Say, and I can, if I get close enough, I can slice her with it at, like, her ankles, and it'll paralyze her.
Okay, so I just kind of pat Perry as, like, a acknowledgement, like, yeah, okay, thank you.
Are you just gonna stand there, or are you, like, gonna explain yourself? Or, better yet, get out of my house before I call someone. Like, my wife.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. So I walk up to her and I go, sorry, you've got, like, a rip on your shirt. I was just gonna help you fix that real fast. So I walk up to her and I just kind of, like, brush, like, a ruffle on her, like, sleeve or whatever. But my skirt's now close enough to I don't know.
And I like, okay, I'm gonna have to roll stealth for this. I know I am. Because so here's my thought.
I should probably roll charisma for that, too.
I don't think you need to, Ardra, just because, like, that's not the purpose. It doesn't matter if she gets mad at you,
true.
because this is not the purpose of getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I, like, stealthily do my best to, like, crawl down Ardra's leg and, like, scoop myself really silently over between the two skirts and, like,
Oh my God.
and, like,
Good thing you are
go under one and under the other, like reach, like, okay, like, I'm on the floor, just imagine this, and I, like, pick up the skirt, and I pick up the other one, and I, like, scoot in between them, and I take off the pendant really slowly, and just, like, slightly, like, slice her leg a little bit so it, like, feels like she's been, like, bitten by something, and then like, crawl back over, but I don't know if this is gonna work. I have to roll a stealth check for it, but that would be really rad if it did.
It would be really rad if it
19!
did.
Fight me!
Okay. As backup plan, Ardra kind of puts her hand on one of her weapons.
Yo, I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
I have a torch, so she puts her hand on a torch, which is a big stick.
Before I describe what this is gonna look like, now, Saoirse, now that you've cast the spell and you know where it is, are y'all coming into the manor house?
We're heading that way, yeah.
Okay, so Ardra gets, like, in Tobit's bubble, and she's like, how dare you? And then, like, kind of slaps on her leg because she felt a mosquito bite her. And then she's like, wait. And then kind of, like, falls face first into Ardra.
Oh God!
And around about that time, Ixon and Saoirse walk in like, what the fuck?
And I okay, so then I like rush, like I like do my best to like scamper from underneath the skirt and like help catch her as she's like falling.
Yeah, Ardra catches her, so like before she can fall and hurt herself, we're both kind of like,
oh God, it's
and
fine.
then Ardra kind of like jumps when people come in, but then she realizes who's there, and she's like, oh, okay.
It's fine.
What did you do?
What is this?
She's just asleep.
I may have paralyzed her. It's fine. Don't worry
Who
about
is
it.
this? Who is this?
This is the necromancer's wife.
Oh no!
Okay.
We didn't
Okay.
kill her.
Are you sure about that?
So Ardra starts to drag her into the drawing room.
Oh my
'cause
God.
there's
Okay.
places to lay
Okay.
her.
I have an idea. Since we're already into the party and we've already got that part down, and we've seen what the people who work here sort of look like, why don't we all dress up like we're working here? Because nobody pays attention to the help.
All right,
And it might be
Saoirse.
a little bit easier to get around.
Good call, Saoirse.
Saoirse, I love your thoughts. However, as much as I hate the fact that someone drugged the necromancer's wife,
I didn't drug her. She was yelling. She was being loud and annoying, and I just nicked her in the leg with my fancy leaf pendant that say got me for Festivus. Don't yell at me, Ixon.
oh my, okay, I'm not yelling. No, I'm not yelling. All I'm saying is, we have an opportunity to,
Dress up as her?
That's what I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
Saoirse.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know how well your spells are, but she's more your height this
Wait,
time.
hold on.
Yeah.
Wait. But she
That's
looks. Hold
true.
on. But she looks exactly like Ardra.
Not exactly.
Can you cast illusion on other people?
No.
You're already Theana. You can't be two people.
I don't have to be Theona anymore, though.
Yeah, but isn't the necromancer gonna be looking for Theana at the party?
I don't care if she's looking for. I mean, it'd be harder.
She's probably looking for a wife
I
too.
feel like
Shit.
tough shit. Like, this'll allow us to get in and out of the house easier, I think. And I can also cast detect thoughts, so if I needed to, I could answer questions properly that way.
What if she kisses you?
I can detect thoughts as well, though.
That's true.
I can detect evil people. We gotta get this fucking necromancer, guys.
Okay, so, like, Saoirse helps bring her into the thing. Like, okay, so maybe you should disguise as her, because you actually heard her talk and you know how she talks, and you're probably better at lying than I am.
This is true.
All right, so let's get this. We get her in
Okay.
there.
So we take her clothes off.
Oh my God! Are we switching your clothes? Is this happening? I can't hide under this dress. There's not
That's
enough
it.
space. I have to dress as somebody. Somebody's gonna
It's
start
okay.
asking questions.
Perry, I guess if you wanted to just start walking around as maybe one of the chefs or something like that.
I have common clothes in my
It's
inventory. Okay, so Ardra like takes her knife out and rips and tries to get her big
Oh my
Goblin
God.
dress off. And then, without any regard to the fact that she's now naked in front of everybody, she just
Oh my God!
pulls the
You don't
dress
have
off and,
skivvies?
like,
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness.
You don't. Where are your bloomers and your corset?
Perry is just so unfazed and is literally just helping Ardra into this dress because
Yeah.
4 older sisters. The end.
yeah,
I am like so unfazed. I'm just like, no, don't. Why are you ripping? Don't rip it there. It's not gonna. Oh.
already grew up with a gang. She's just like,
Ixon's almost pale, a hue of pink, as opposed to her normal golden scales.
Oh goodness gracious! Turn around! Turn around! Turn around.
I'm around.
And then I'm just like, Urja just goes, shh, and then like gets the last bit of the dress on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let me zip you up in the back. Okay, got it. Good.
We should also make sure that she's gonna stay asleep.
I mean, I paralyzed her. I didn't put her to sleep, so like.
So, Tobit is paralyzed but not knocked out, so she was definitely conscious for that whole thing. So, yeah, Tobit was conscious for that whole thing. That was real good.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she has to go.
But, so, yeah, but the paralytic that is on only knocks you unconscious for, like, 2 or 3 minutes, so y'all's time is rapidly coming to an end.
Okay, so I have rope in my bag, so I grab my rope.
I'm helping Arja. We are definitely tying her up.
We're tying her up. Okay, so now she's naked. Poor dear.
She has her skivvies on. Oh
Okay,
my
she
god,
has her
she's
skivvies
not
on,
naked.
and we're tying her up.
Okay, that's great and all, but she's still conscious. Like.
Yeah, and she's starting to twitch, like the paralysis is wearing off.
Smack her head. Someone please just smack her.
Ixen, knock her out.
Ixen, please
my
just knock her out.
Good lord! All right,
Just clunk her on the head. Just go. Just
I do it. Okay,
This is your thing.
So I rolled a 6 on strength.
Oh
so
god.
I just, like,
Now, of course.
I just everyone's yelling and I'm like just realized that she's still like aware of everything that's happening, and so
Okay.
like kind of like do the limp noodle arm.
So you cock her on the head, and she like that hurts, but it doesn't knock her out, and now she's like super pissed and coming out of the paralysis.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If I roll medicine, can I know like which part of her head to punch to knock her out?
Oh god.
Sure, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing. Yes, girl. Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Oh
how do I
god.
do it? So I don't know shit.
So Ixen kind of pops
Oh my
her in the
God.
head, and it doesn't work, and she's coming out of the paralysis, so she's kind of like making these strangled like. So Ursha comes over, and she's like, like trying to figure out where to punch her, and Tobit's like just kind of like barely squishing her head over, like.
That's a 19. Wait, 19 plus 1. That's a 20.
So Perry comes over and tries to knock her out, and also like taps her the other way, and so it's just like, and Sayersha gets real tired of it and like baseball bats with her wand, like, go to sleep.
I cast sleep, but the physical version.
Yeah, and knocks her the fuck out.
Can Ardra? Oh, is she out? Is she out?
She's out.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
Sayersha got her on the second time with a real ass dice roll.
Thank you, real ass dice. Mwah.
So all right, so let's recap to where we are. In the drawing room, we have the necromancer's knocked out naked wife. We have Ardra, who is wearing Tobit's dress and looks like her now. Yes? No? Maybe? Did we do that for sure?
Have you cast the spell to where?
Are we doing
She
disguise
is.
self, or are you just gonna look like that? Because you do look kind of close anyway.
But not close enough that like her wife would not notice it.
All right, and who looks vaguely close to Tobit anyway, and Sayersha, who looks like Theona Lylan still, Perry, who looks like they don't belong at a party at all ever, and Ixen.
We're doing great, guys.
Can I like makeshift a fake dress out of like the remnants of Ardra's dress?
Unless y'all are planning to go out and socialize more, Perry does not really need to be dressed. Sayersha, you have about 5 minutes left on your locate object spell, so you can go looking for the
It's
card
true.
now or lose your shit.
Okay, so I'm making sure that she's all like tied up and not able to like speak or move or anything, and she's in a very inconspicuous spot. I'm also going to cast Prestidigitation on her to make her hair color and like skin color a little bit different, so she doesn't exactly look like herself. So someone who like looks at her the first time just wouldn't like
No, it's her. Yeah.
think, yeah. I mean, if they find her, it's not gonna be great in any case, but like, yeah. Okay, so I do that.
And after Saoirse's done doing that, I pick her up and I say, "We need leverage. Let's go." So I'm gonna carry her unconscious wife so that we have leverage.
I pull my cloak out of my inventory and just drape it over her so that something's kind of covering her.
Yeah, for sure. Before we run out of time, let's try to find this object, and let's be a little bit sneaky about it, maybe, perhaps, or... Okay,
I'll go first since I'm apparently her now, and I'll just pretend like I'm showing you guys around.
Okay, alright. Because we're such good old buddies, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So I walk out first, and then we're back in the lobby now.
Yes, you are in the manor house's main hall, using Saoirse as a dowsing rod to find the card.
Triangulating it.
Mm-hmm.
Beep,
So,
beep, 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 beep.
The locate object spell leads you toward a door underneath the staircase, off to your right, and it's locked. You're not supposed to be down there at all.
Okay.
Perry, a little help, Perry. This she's not exactly light. Let's go.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts so that I can see, because it works that I can kind of sense location of any, like, creatures around my general vicinity, so I just want to make sure there aren't any people on the other side of this door or coming towards us.
Good idea. I got an 8. That makes me sad.
Can I cast Knock?
Yeah, Saoirse cast knock. So Perry makes an attempt to pick the lock, but in the excitement, it doesn't go very well at all.
So Saoirse just kind of goes up and leans against the door and just goes, "Ow, that hurt! Fuck!"
Does Saoirse actually say that? That actually happened in character. Lou, are you okay?
Apparently my fucking walls are made out of fucking rock or something. Jesus Christ.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. What the fuck is this name? Okay, take 2. Just like, yeah, there we go. Fucking knock, like a normal ass knock.
So Saoirse hits it with that good knock, and the door opens. So I'm assuming the 4 of you go down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go down
Because
there.
I already put you down there.
Okay,
Too late.
Ardra tells everybody to wait, and I'm going to detect magic. And so if there's any magical objects within my general vicinity, they will start to glow.
I put Tobit down
Where?
on the ground.
Oh my god. Can we at least put her in the corner so she's not in the way?
Jesus.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
cannot believe you're carrying her around this. Oh my god. So
It's better than leaving her where she can be found.
Naked.
Alright, so-
Naked where she could be found.
oh man. So Ardra casts detect magic, and there comes a faint glow from under this staircase. And it's another door.
Oh shit.
Is it locked?
It-
Can I try again?
It is magical. So y'all come down the stairs, and it's a fruit cellar. There's like bullshit everywhere. The door.
Is that where, like, the locate object is leading us, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Locate object and detect magic are both leading you to the same place. The door that it comes to is now glowing. It's kind of hidden behind some shelves. It's back there in the dark, and it's not super easy to see. It looks innocent enough, but it is apparently magical. Like, and the school of magic is abjuration. I don't even know if I'm
Okay.
saying that right, and I apologize to future listeners. But that's the school of magic that it's imbued with, and your locate object is telling you that the card is behind this door. There is a combination lock on it. There's a keyboard set vertically on it. It kind of looks like one of those play xylophones that little kids dick around with. It's got 6 rainbow keys on it: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And there are 4 bolts shot across this door. The implication being that if you play 4 notes in the correct sequence, the door will open.
Okay.
Too bad we knocked out Tobit.
I'm going to roll an investigation check. I would like to see if this door is booby trapped,
Okay.
other than like this whole
Yeah.
key situation, because I have an idea.
Okay, do it.
Oh god.
Roll an investigation.
Okay,
check.
I rolled a 17 on investigation.
There's nothing that you can see. Like, it looks like a normal door. I mean, it's magical. Like, there's something magical about it, but it looks pretty normal as far as you can see.
Is there any other magic behind the door?
Yeah, there's magic behind the door, too.
Alright, I'm gonna roll insight.
Alright, incite me.
And my guessing is to, like, look at the buttons that you can press or the notes that you can play, and see if there's any, like, indications on them. That is a 17.
Okay. 2 of the primary colors and 2 of the secondary colors look a little bit worn.
Okay.
The darker colors look a little bit more worn than the others, so that
The
would
darker
be...
colors.
Yeah, so not orange and yellow.
Okay. So red, green, blue, violet. Is the locks, like the posts on the things, do they have any dealios on them?
I couldn't find a good fantasy way to say sound-activated lock.
That's fair.
So. I was like, how do you describe that? I'm not even going to do it. Just, it
Sound activated lock.
yeah, it unlocks when you play the right thing.
I'm gonna tap the green.
Okay. Throw me a constitution save.
Okay. Oh god. That's a 10.
Okay. Green hits, the note is just slightly off key and nothing happens. Upstairs at the party, the lady Solemla Camaryle kind of blinks and stops the conversation she was having. And the person she was talking to kind of goes, "My lady, are you okay?" And she goes, "I'm fine. This night just got a lot more interesting."
No Dice is part of the Pocket Podcast Network, delivering quality content right to your pocket.